Shut up and sit down.
Hey, I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And we're having a couple of drinks tonight that are almost gone, but are called...
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. And why are they called Black Sabbath?
Because I like it and it might give us a headache.
Oh dear, and mine's almost gone, so I'm almost certainly going to have a headache very soon. But and if we're not giving you a headache, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell thing over there. That would be very kind of you.
So what are we doing tonight?
Well, tonight we have a trailer for something that kind of blew my mind. This is something that has no set release date yet. It just says it's coming in summer. It features an actor who we love very, very much for an incredibly popular TV show, but in a completely different style to that show. And I'm confusing the hell out of you now, so I'm going to stop dangling carrots or anything else in front of you at this point.
Stop dangling stuff.
Yep, no more dangling. And I just say we need to check out this trailer because we've been on a roll recently with some pretty awesome trailers, and I think this one might just top the bunch.
That is very high stakes. I hope you are prepared.
Oh,
For
yeah.
those who have high expectations now.
I am, actually. I genuinely think that both of us, I've not seen this yet either. I think we should both have very high expectations. And if you hang around until after the trailer, we'll let you know whether our expectations were met, exceeded,
or dashed to the ground.
Let's go.
Let's go!
It's about a woman who keeps playing perfect housewife.
Alexis?
Hey, where's our breakfast? You're not supposed to have favorites.
Kevin's my husband.
Yeah. Babe, can you go see if my package is here yet?
Can't you do it?
I'm in the middle of something.
Then one day, she realizes what she wants.
Whoa, Miss Hercules over here.
Is that blood? It doesn't mean you get to be moody. You already used that excuse once this month.
You got a special occasion you want to look nice for?
I am seeing an ex.
What I missed the last 15 years.
She wasted the life on this terrible marriage. The money's gone. Kevin drained the account.
You ever think about maybe trying to have just a little bit of fun?
You can get in trouble for that.
You're having trouble, you dick!
What the hell, lady?
I'm not sorry. And she has this brilliant plan.
Good for you, honey.
Kevin and Allison, together forever.
I'm just so tired. The world revolves around him. And if it doesn't, he just blows it to hell. It has to stop.
Can't stop greatness.
I know how to make both our lives easier. We are insane, but you're not alone.
Things were gonna change. Crap! Mother F!
My God. Just swear. F is so much worse.
So, we've just seen the trailer for Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
F.
F himself. F is so much worse. Which, starring Annie Murphy, coming to AMC Plus. God, my words tonight are just gone. Coming to AMC Plus in summer. There's no such thing.
Be more
as...
vague.
Yeah, we're in New York. Summer is a million years away from us right now.
We've got 8 foot of snow outside.
Yeah,
right
literally every day there's another foot of snow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what outside looks like anymore.
I remember summer.
But yeah, apparently in this so-called mythical summer that we're going to get, Annie Murphy will be starring in Kevin Can F Himself, which tells the story of a sitcom wife who has been pretending to be happily married forever in this kind of sitcom backseat role where she's a nobody and has no personality, who suddenly gets a personality and decides to go out and live for the first time in her life. Which I'm sure that resonates for really people of any gender. I'm sure there are lots of people out there who have just been either not fully living their true life, and especially in the last year, who the hell has, who's been living their best life during COVID. But, you know, those people who are just kind of living in somebody's shadow. And yeah. But anyway, what did you think of Kevin Can Go F Himself?
It looks amazing. I don't quite get the setup. Like, I wasn't sure if she's an actress in that sitcom or if that sitcom was just kind of like how they're presenting her kind of fake, not like her fake, but how she's trying to put up this facade of having the sitcom marriage and everything is rosy, if that's how they're illustrating the
I think it's
fakeness
that.
of her relationship.
I think they're doing a WandaVision. I
Okay.
think, but, you know, rather than Wanda is the star of WandaVision manipulating everything, I think in this case she's kind of dragged along for the ride. And that's, you know, that her life is represented by that crappy sitcom where, you know, she's just degraded day after day after day and laughed at and wants to stab Kevin in the neck because he's such a douche.
I do too now.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone put up their hand if they don't want to stab Kevin in the neck? See, 0 hands out there. And I kind of feel like I said, I don't think you necessarily need to be female to feel like you're downtrodden and not living your best life, but I do think it's more common amongst women than men that, you know, there definitely are people who are kind of pigeonholed into that housewife role who don't necessarily, and especially from a young age, who don't necessarily manage to get out there and actually experience life. And
that pressure to present your current situation as idyllic and kind of sacrificing certain aspects of yourself and who you are in just to make what you're to kind of make the best, to present like the best of your choices, even though you're struggling and challenged. I think especially with social media, there's that pressure to everything has to be fine. Like, she married too young, she commits to this relationship that she shouldn't have done, and she's trying to present it as positive. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that of, you know, like, you only see the best parts of someone else's life. You don't know what's going on.
yeah, and that's a really interesting point. Like, as much as we're not all living in a sitcom, I think social media is that sitcom for most people. Like, who is genuinely honest on social media about, hey, I woke up today, I look like crap, I slept like dog shit last night, and I just... You know, I can't even remember the last time over the last year that I posted a selfie. I don't think I have since COVID started, because I guess YouTube is my selfie.
I have, but that's because I get scared that people might think I'm dead if I don't post.
Yeah.
Like, it's more like proof of life rather than, hey, guess what? We did this, because no one's doing anything. So it's more like, I'm still alive.
Yeah, and who doesn't know somebody who is that, like, the hometown queen who married the football star, and then they're now in their late 40s, the guy's fat and bald, treats the wife like shit, and she just doesn't want to be there, and she's probably banging the Pilates coach, and yet on Instagram and Facebook, they look like the best married couple in history. And I do think there's a lot of parallels between this kind of weird sitcom concept and what you see on social media.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Except without a laugh track.
I laugh at people's social media all the time, but
Yeah, me too.
not with them.
Just only secretly.
Yeah, exactly. And Annie Murphy, I think, is incredible. She kind of carried off such a nuanced character, I thought, in Schitt's Creek. Not as flamboyant as, like, David and even Johnny and Moira in that show, but her character, I think, actually had a lot of subtle depth to it. And she played the character so vapid and just shallow to start with. So to actually build that depth from a really shallow character, I thought was actually quite inspired. So I think she's got the acting chops to pull this off.
Yeah, she really was incredible. It was an incredibly subtle performance to show that character arc in that show.
Yeah, and honestly, every character in that show, and not that we're doing a review of Schitt's Creek now, but the fact that you get this rich family living in a motel, and the concept of the show to start with is rich people living in squalor. Isn't that funny? And yet by the end, it's like rich people redeemed and finding themselves and finding happiness and advancing their career while living in an average place with average people.
And putting effort into not just their family relationship, you know, as they go through that massive transition, but learning to relate to the people that they are now surrounded with, that they weren't expecting to be.
Exactly. I think it speaks to kind of finding value in humans rather than money. But yeah, I think Annie Murphy did a great job in Schitt's Creek. She was one of my favorite characters on there. And I'm really intrigued to see what she does with this, where she's kind of playing that like WandaVision 1950s cliche housewife type role, but then also this like edgy, you know, I'm really just fascinated to see what they do with this and where they take it. Like, what's going to be the message behind this? Like, Is it that she's genuinely happier when she leaves Kevin and hopefully doesn't stab him in the neck, but, goes off and does cocaine and slaps some dude and whatever else happens? Or is it going to be that actually maybe she was better off on her own and maybe cocaine and random dudes is not the answer?
Yeah.
I suspect it's going to lie somewhere. There's going to be a journey between those 2 points, maybe.
As always.
As always. But yeah, I guess we will find out in this so-called summer. But
Whatever that is.
Yeah, and it's coming out from AMC, and around that time we'll see the end of The Walking Dead, or the end of season 10 of The Walking Dead, and you can get AMC Plus on Amazon Prime Video channels for like $8. So yeah, you should be able to get this for a steal when it comes out in the summer, and just subscribe to it for as long as you want. Well, there you go. Thankfully, you don't have to wait until summer, whenever that is, to see us again. Because you know how often we do this?
Every week?
Every week? No, it's not every week, I don't think.
It's every day. Every day. Every day.
And therefore we will see you tomorrow, friends, on the next Drunk Trailer Don't Stab Kevin in the Neck. Unless you really want to.
Stab him a little bit.
Stab him a little bit. Ambush.
Peace out, Alexis.
Bye, Kevin.
Shut up and sit down.